Then there's no time to waste.
So yeah, apparently you actually have to watch the kid get to the certain area, which is not marked off by anything, because Lex is kind of a dick. 7 minutes! That's how long I'm going to play with you. Global Nat... No, we're going to save the Resident Evil quotes. Now we are starting to get the ridiculous ring times, and the rings are starting to move faster. The game is finally being a bit of an ass. Well, more so. Remember, the ring times get a lot longer from here. And they just start being dicks, so I'm going to ignore a couple rings. I'm going to play a little sloppy because I'd like to get through this faster. Glad I decided to show this to you guys. Go ahead, play Superman, it'll be great, you'll love it. Oh, I'm having fun playing it, oh. Rings through walls and water. 7-minute flight patterns. Rings, for some reason, moving straight down when I get to them, so they're lined up perfectly. Damn his hula hoop plans. I've at some point, they must have really just gotten bored with how they place the rings, and they just kind of started pasting them everywhere. Like, the motions sometimes don't make sense. You have to pull, like, hairpin turns. It's like they expected people to actually be good at this game. Then again, I'm also sure they're expecting they were expecting to still be around to this day, maybe. I have been trying to get in contact with some of the developers who worked on this game. Kinda hard since the company went bankrupt a few years ago. Not really anyone who worked on this game, not really still in the business. For very obvious reasons. Don't know if you could tell that. I have found some interviews that they've done with like proper websites, but I would really like to just get a one-on-one with someone who worked there now that I don't have any contractual obligation to actually say nice things. I would really like to hear the story behind this. Who thought this ring thing was a good idea? Okay, I will admit, actually, and if it wasn't for the fact that you only can miss 3 rings, this would be kind of fun. Because they just get kind of silly later on. If it wasn't, and for the fact that you have to redo sections if you completely screw up at the challenge areas. There we go. And if they didn't start hiding the stupid things in the middle of everything. I really can't tell if that was on purpose design or not, and if it is, that's a really bizarre choice to make. Literally make it so the obstacles you need to find momentarily can't be found. Admittedly, if I was playing this on another difficulty, this wouldn't be as hard. Besides the logical reason of I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. I'll get over the main difference between the 3 difficulties later on, but trust me, it's kind of comical, and it's a really dick move that you have to beat the game on the highest difficulty to get the actual ending. It makes sense because that was a major thing back then. A lot of games did that. I mean, look at every Konami game from like the Super Nintendo on for I don't know how long. You had to beat that on the hardest difficulty to get the real ending, or there was a hidden ending or something like that. Let's just move on here. So now we have humans to worry about, including some new NPCs that we haven't seen before. And of course our old dear favorite, the mother with the baby. And if we walk up to the baby fast enough, we steal it! Running away! This looks really awkward because the cart is floating in midair. You're not actually supposed to be able to do this. And I am walking in midair. Thank you, game. Thank you. The only problem with this is if I press B to fly, I can't. Okay, that's new. Oh, whoa! That didn't work last time. What if I throw it? Oh man, where'd the baby carriage go? It didn't do this last time. What's the mother doing? Does she not have a baby anymore? Dude, she has respawning kids! Ah, shit! Now I have to do this all over again.
Then there's no time to waste.
Fuck! Okay, so messing around with the characters aside, thankfully they're kind of in a protected building. We have a minute to get 2 of these guys this time instead of the 3 minutes we had to get 3 earlier. Thankfully they're a little easier to find. But of course, the bombings don't make it easy to grab them. Thankfully, they do recharge your health whenever you beat a mission. And they walk me through a ring automatically. Okay, I'll take it. 1 less ring to worry about. Notice how the timer is getting even higher this time. We started at 7:45. I don't remember what the last counter is going to be, but I know it doesn't creep past that 10-minute mark that we'll reach later on. Thankfully for you guys, that is going to be fast-forwarded. But for me, I'm going to have to play through it a couple times, especially to count how many rings are in this game. And to answer someone's question in the comments, because apparently some people can't take a joke, those ring counters at the end of ring stages are not actually in the game. They're edited in by me, and I can't believe I actually have to say that that is done by me, because some people think it's legitimately ripping off Sonic the Hedgehog. I just had to nip that in the bud right now. Shame on you people. I would like to give a shout out to the 2 people who did help me. I'm gonna have their names pop in on the bottom screen there. They have helped me out a lot with the ring counter. They did this a while ago. They did the custom artwork for it. And I've had to... I really wish I could hire someone just to count the rings themselves. This is for science, though. For science and for stupidity. That's what the internet's all about. Now, I want to mention something else here as well. Since I am going to be shortening down the ring stages from here on out, even though they're going to be fairly lengthy, they're probably still going to be around that 15 to 20 minute mark, even sped up, unless I tripled the speed. I do want to ask you guys, do you want to see the ring stages from here on out mixed in with an actual stage, or would you rather still have them their own separate videos? I can understand people not wanting to see this. So feel free to leave a comment or a remark if you would like that changed. For now, I am going to keep them separate, as they will have their own intros, and they're going to have ring counters, stuff like that, and they still will be fairly lengthy. And later on, we're going to get to a point where we need to show other things because they change out the ring levels. As a side note, hey, we found our police department again. And that literally is all it is, just the archway. Those of you who might also have noticed, there's a lot of similar architecture through the city. If you look at the strategy guide, and I can't believe I'm mentioning this game has a strategy guide. Brady Games published a strategy guide for Superman 64. Probably can't find a copy unless you look online or you know some very deranged people. And I do. Inside it, it actually shows a map of Metropolis and a map of how the rings are laid out, which is crazy. I can't believe that they would actually work on that. The map, the guide itself, is a piece of garbage otherwise. Whether that's a comment on how bad Brady Games guides can be, or whether it's a comment on why the hell this game has a guide in the first place. Never know. But the guide actually skips a couple stages. Misses a couple of informations, doesn't mention how to use certain items, and you know what? I know more about this game than that guidebook does, which is really depressing and makes it hard to sleep at night. Alright, so now we've got our little Beyblade pit here, apparently. Everyone's fenced in. Gotta get the spinning tops with the giant missiles. Only have to destroy these guys. We can ignore the rocket guys altogether, which is really weird considering you'd think if they got smashed, or the people there. No? They all disappear, even the rockets. Sometimes, if you beat that stage and the rocket is still on screen, it'll hit you when you're doing that walk, and you'll get knocked out. But unfortunately, I didn't get to capture that on film. And okay, so this is the last ring section for Ride 2, which means the rings start spazzing out. Okay. Take it. They're barely moving it, like, distance-wise. They're just moving up and down a place really quickly. You'd think that'd make them easy to hit. It actually kind of makes them pretty hard. Like, you wouldn't think it, but they kind of throw you off. Now they're moving a lot faster side to side. It's only going to get worse after this one. Thankfully, this last ring section, not too long. Even though it has 4 minutes on the timer. One thing I kind of wish, like, a lot of the things they were proud of when they made this game was how big Metropolis is. And ignoring that area early where all we saw was ocean, it was kind of big. Actually, it was pretty impressive. Problem is, you can't visit it all. Like, you have no free time to just wander around. You have to go through hula hoops. If you don't, you're gonna fail and have to do everything over and over again. And no matter how many times you fail a ring section, you have to do the ring section over again. It's not like the minigames. If you fail a minigame 3 times, you continue at the minigame. If you fail a ring section 10 times, you still have to do the ring section. So you don't get out of that. You actually have to get good at the ring sections. Okay, these are just getting silly now. Oh, thank goodness, there's the gunshots. It means we're finally at the end of the ring section. Or the game could tease us and make us take the long way. The game's going to do that a bunch. In fact, in one stage, I don't know which one, it gets really bad where the exit is actually where you start. It's literally right behind where you start. You can hear the gunshots from when you start, but you have to fly through 7 minutes worth of rings. It's fantastic. No, no, no. This is where you have to start worrying about how many rings you're missing. As you can tell, I have to go through all the green ones now. I've had to do that for the majority of this level, unfortunately. Oh, thank goodness. We're coming up on LexCorp. We're going to take the fight straight to Lex Luthor. And that's next time, after our little yes-no nipples. See you guys next time for Stage 4, LexCorp. Insert Rumble Pack now.